Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Digi Showdown. I am East, joined as always by Different Fight Buddy. How you doing out there?
It's been good, man. These games have been really hype, super back and forth, and we still have more to go as well.
Yeah, for the folks who are just jumping in, if you want to take a look at some of the details of how this event is running, do me a favor, check the description below. But anyway, we've had our champion novice go up against 2 matches already. And they've been some really great back and forth from both sides, challengers and champions. He's going up against and running his 3rd game today. Different Fight, tell us a little bit more about the challenger here.
Yeah, so this game is going to be pretty interesting because this is going to be a game against Christian, and I believe he's also running his own version of Blue Hybrid. So we get to see a mirror match. So I'm super hyped to see how this is going to play out. You know, both decks doing quite similar things, but when we had a look at their deck lists, they have some very interesting techs that I want to see, like how are they actually going to perform in this game. So that's enough from us. Let's hear what the challenger has to say before we get into this game.
Hi, my name is Christian Appanero. I also go by the player tag of Bear, and I am a Digimon player from the great state of Wisconsin. Today I'm playing a blue hybrid deck from the BT7 format. It uses a lot of different hybrid Digimon that have some cool interactions with Tamers and other Digimon on board. The big Mega Digimon that I'm playing are Magna Garurumon, which is new to the BT7 format, and also Ancient Garurumon, which is a familiar face from the BT4 format. I feel like my odds are probably similar to a lot of the other challengers today. We all, I think, just have similar odds. I've done a little bit of scouting against the champion today, and he's a very strong player with some good placings in online events. I've had some high placings myself as well, so I'm very excited to play against him. I'm hoping that we just have a good, exciting game today. I would hope that it's not one-sided in one way or another. I'm hoping that with these new decks, we can show off some cool cards from the new set while having a good time. And if I could come out with a win, that would just be the cherry on top.
All right, guys, so we're going to have our champion novice going up against the challenger, Christian. Let's get into it. Christian's going to be going first.
All right. It's going to be a very exciting game because this is going to be an actual blue mirror match that, we haven't gotten to see too much, from the last set. So I'm definitely very excited to see how things are going to pace out here. And we're going to see Christian here just start off with a Davis.
Ooh, big potential to grab that Ancient Garurumon. Interesting tech for the deck. Oh.
Yeah, like we've been seeing quite a bit of like blue hybrid throughout all of the showdown matches, but it feels like every player has a different set of techs and different adaptations to the deck that truly makes it unique. So even though you're playing technically the same archetype, you can still have a very unique spin on it at the same time.
Yeah, and again, this just shows the flexibility of the new Tamers and hybrids that are being released in BT7. Ooh, looks like Novice is going to respond with his own Davis. What does he grab here, though?
Well, it's going to be one flavor of Strabimon, and he chooses the one from BT6 here as well, which is, of course, very important. Being able to gain extra memory is very vital in this deck, on top of that.
Yeah, blue is a color that's known for its ability to just gain resource card draw in terms of memory as well. And that is exactly what Novice wants to get out of this.
Alright, Garurumon will be added to the hand here. Of course, essentially the main trump card of the deck for both players, actually. But,
yeah,
in a good way, I guess, for Christian, he technically has 2 trump cards, right? Because he has the Magna Garurumon that, is kind of like the tried and tested, but also the Ancient could potentially turn things around here if he manages to just warp from the Lobomon right into it.
Looks like on Christian's side, he's going to go into the Kendo Garurumon. Keep in mind that
always
that
very pesky.
It does have swing.
Going back up to 1 here. Let's see the security check.
Get to draw off the Wolfmon effect. Ooh, Beowulfmon. Such a good card, being able to bounce.
Ooh, Ice Wall coming down. That is one of the best cards in the EX01 booster. And here we're going to see another Pokemon here. Let's see what it's going to find. Of course, the Tamer pickup is huge.
Yup. We want another
Davis instead, okay.
That's an interesting pick. I thought we'd gone for the Koji for sure.
Yeah, I honestly thought so too, but maybe he already has plenty of them in hand, so he's just kind of saving them for the right moment. Where, especially in the mirror match, right? It's like both players know exactly what the deck is capable of. They know exactly what kind of like the damage burst potential is of both players' decks, and now it's just a question of how will they dance around each other's win conditions. You know, whether that's with how much they commit to the board, what kind of tamers they put down, and you know how many hybrids they queue up in order to fight against the mirror.
Yeah, looks like Novice here is going really aggressive, just playing out as many rookies as possible, hoping to just get some swings off of security very quickly, and maybe take a quick win off this game.
That's right. Let's see, the
Got
pickup
some
here
choices
is
here.
Kakumon. Ooh, I like it. I like it. That's very important. Tomihime is a really cool card. Being able to just on play get rid of the bottom 3 Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon. That is, you know, especially in a mirror match, that is extra huge because you just suddenly shut down that entire stack, and he's going for it.
Oh, is he? Ooh, so he's gonna rip out the guts from that Kendo Garurumon here.
Alright. So now, Christian, this is going to be a bit of a difficult situation because a lot of those good Digivolution effects are suddenly gone. He's going to have to rebuild a little bit, but of course, still, you know, having the Kendo here is quite good.
Keep in mind, he does lose the jamming, though, which means that the swings have to be real. Whoa, Penmon?
Hello, okay.
All right, I actually like this. So for every Digimon without a source on Novice's side, he's going to be able to draw once. That's 2 draw. And then at the same time, on Novice's turn, his level 3s cannot attack. They don't have a source.
That is incredible. So, you know, we've been talking about, you know, the kind of like the memory denial effects that a lot of the Digimon have, you know, in all the different colors. But this is, you know, a new way to kind of freeze your opponent's plays while also just getting to get all that card draw and find all the pieces you need. So far, Christian's looking really good in this game against Novice.
Yeah, that Penmon is actually quite big, and now it forces Novice to be spending out a bunch of memory just so he can digivolve those level 3s and then be able to finally attack with them.
Exactly. All right, another Kendo Garurumon being picked up, which is pretty huge. It's been doing some good work with that jamming effect, so being able to reestablish it is very good.
Now, if you're Novice here, you've got some hard decisions to make. What are you going to spend this memory on?
Yeah, keep in mind that some of the things on your board can't even attack unless you evolve over them, so you got to do something about those Strabimons too.
Keep in mind, he does have the Tommy, who is waiting in the ranks.
That's true.
It's an option as well. And, you want to be able to get that Pokemon off of Christian's side of the board because he's going to get so much value out of digivolving his own Davis Tamer if he opts to go that route.
Ooh, okay. He's actually going to be evolving over the Tomihime. And of course, Tomihime does have an inheritance effect, which is when attacking, you can choose one of your opponent's Digimon without any Digivolution cards, and then it cannot attack or block until the end of your opponent's next turn. So just really adding to this kind of like freeze aspect of Novice's deck, of being able to just completely paralyze the board and make it be unable to do anything.
Yeah, winter is coming, and man, on both sides. But it looks like he's going to go into the Beowulfmon, though.
Okay.
Does he swing here to get rid of the Pokemon?
Oh,
yes,
no, he's starting the
exactly
Pokemon here. Alright, so of course, Beowulfmon does allow you to basically choose a level 4 or lower. So of course, both players are just confirming the effect as well. Ooh, Penmon will actually take it out. So 7-7.
Wow.
It's going to be an even map.
Shout outs to the big chungus with the popsicles. Man, that guy's doing work today.
Absolutely. I think he's already done his work for this game. It's time to retreat and just enjoy the nice winter ahead of him as well.
The problem still remains, though. What do you do with these level 3s that you can't attack with?
Well, it's going to just add more to the count. Pokemon is going to try to find some kind of connection to try and evolve as well. And looks like he's going to just pick up the Davis.
I just want to get some space here just to see what his options are. Yeah, for the Tamer's definitely Davis, but what do you want from the hybrids? Right.
Ooh, okay. I was looking at the level 4. Surely you gotta somehow get out of this. You know, the level 3s being frozen, and that the way to do that is to evolve. But he thinks differently. He's like, I guess in one way you could just jump to the level 6 as fast as you can, and then start to just bounce at Daipenmon, because I'm pretty sure that Christian only plays 2 Daipenmon, so both of them are out now in just public knowledge. And so if you can answer that, suddenly your whole board can just swing in for lethal.
That is true. Yeah, he's got to be careful. If that Daipenmon falls, then the floodgates are ripped open, and Novice has all the attacks in the world in the game.
Okay, Pokemon getting the surge. Both players are just making use of it, but keep in mind this Pokemon actually was known to be in hand because, of course, it was bounced earlier. So that's something, when you're playing the mirror match, you have to just be okay with that, right? It's like, yeah, you bounce something, but was the Digimon doing that much on the board? And, it was the only valid target there, but you just gave Christian a free search, and that might just come back to bite you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a tough decision whenever you have to choose to bounce a Digimon back to hand. You're like, well, it has an on-play effect, so is this really a bad thing for my opponent?
Exactly. But I guess in one way, if you look at it, he could have had lethal if that would have stayed on the board. So it's still a good way to just at least make sure that Pokemon can't attack after being replayed.
All right, there's the Korikakumon there to take out the Stravimon. Meanwhile, the other one doing handstands takes its own spot.
Indeed. It looks like that's it for Christian. He doesn't really have any more plays left. And he's like, you know what? We can just wait. If we gotta wait and play the long game, I'm happy to play the long game. Your board can't attack anyway.
All right, now this is kind of a scary moment. If Novice has a way to get that Daipenmon off the board, he has a ton of attacks waiting. Keep in mind the Pokemon is going to give him some memory as well if he digivolves a Davis Tamer.
It's really, really hard to get out of it though, because he only has 3 memory to work with. He doesn't really have any way to boost it. And even with all the refunds that you get in these hybrid decks, it's still not enough to get to the Magna Garurumon, which would be able to answer. And he's also not looking too hot on Tamers either. Just has the one Davis in play and the one that he added to hand earlier. So he definitely feels a little bit choked out, but a level 4 comes down. It's important, it can attack.
Yeah, the Kumamon there. Gonna Source Strip the Daipenmon. I mean, it didn't have a Source Inheritance effect anyway, but...
Ooh, but the card draw coming down. This is the Canomon that actually Novice plays as a one of in his Digi-Egg lineup, and so being able to get that extra card draw is actually proving to be pretty handy. Let's see if he has anything to connect into his next play, potentially the last play for his turn though. One important thing that I really want to bring up about Novice's deck is that there is, while this Ice Wall is played at 4, there is no way to accelerate memory in his option lineup. So he doesn't play any memory boosts or anything.
No
really
Hammer Sparks?
No Hammer Sparks either.
Interesting. Yikes. Alright, so this is kind of a scary spot for him. Despite the fact that he has all the cards in the world in his hand, the board state is not where you want it to be.
Yeah, that's right. And getting the Kumon traded away there too.
Not great. Yeah, looking at Christian's side of the board, though, he's got the Pokemon, the Stravimon, Daipenmon for swings, plus the 2 Tamers waiting in the ranks. And his opponent only has 3 security, so that might be the game for him.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit rough.
He's gotta find a way
right
to get
now
around the ice wall, though.
Novice. Yeah, like
the
ice wall will hold
the
him
ice wall
down.
here. Oh yeah,
That's the
Novice
answer.
is really taking some time on this one.
Right, Kendo coming down here just his turn. I mean, it is a play, but isn't it a little bit too dangerous? He's basically one hybrid away from winning. Christian just evolves into a hybrid. He has 3 memory, and that could potentially be game.
Yeah, he's got to be
Like
careful.
the
ice
only
wall
thing
is
that
in effect, though.
denies, yeah, ice wall is an effect. That is true, but I don't know. It's looking a little bit dangerous here for Novice right
Yeah,
now.
so the Pokemon is going to allow him to digivolve one of his tamers for free, essentially. So
Right.
we actually might very well be looking at Christian's last turn on victory.
So let's try to count it out, right? So with every swing, he loses 2 memories. So he goes to 1. He can get the free evo. I guess he can't really. It's actually kind of sticky of a situation. Like neither player really plays much of that kind of game.
Yeah, so the 2 costs from the Kunigurumon is offset by Pokemon's effect, which allows you to gain 2 memory whenever you digivolve into a hybrid type from a tamer. So it's essentially a free digivolve there. And he's going to go into the Beowulfmon for 1.
I like it. I like it. Looking good so far. Right, and like also keep in mind that I believe now this Beowulf will not be affected by the ice wall, because of course it wasn't actually there as a Digimon during the previous turn. It was there as a tamer.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't believe the ice wall does affect the tamers there, so he should be in a pretty good situation. As far as swinging with the Beowulfmon and being able to bounce one of your opponent's Digimon back to hand, I'm looking at you, Kindogurumon.
Yeah, the jump to level 4 might just be a little bit dangerous here.
Yeah, you can see it. Christian is racking his brain out to see if there's a way he can just get around that ice wall effect.
Oh, swing with a Beowulf, okay.
Oh, excuse me, he does lose the memory here.
Okay, so he
Off of the ice wall.
did lose the memory from the ice wall. Alright. Alright, so 7 with jamming is a strong swing here. Alright, so just confirming again just the powers, confirming all the effects that have taken place as well.
Yeah, just a heads up for folks watching. The Kindogurumon gave him jamming during the turn. He digivolved into the Beowulfmon, so it still retains the jamming effect.
Well, it's an ice wall to secure the turn for Novice one way or another. Whether it would have been through the effect on the Digimon attacking or whether it's the 1 insecurity, he's able to come back to his turn, and things are looking pretty good for him too, because now there is no ice wall on his side of the field. He's got 3 memory to work with, 3 attacks on the board that cannot actually attack, but if he has any form of bounce, Novice might be able to somehow make it out of here.
Yeah, getting that Daipinmon off the board is so critical for Novice. Otherwise, I think next turn definitely spells doom.
Yeah, and like we're talking so much about, like BT7, like all the hybrids, all the tamers, but don't forget about the other supporting pieces too that exist in this set. Like Daipinmon is a card that we haven't really seen much of, and it's really the pinnacle of this entire game plan for Christian right now, and being able to just shut down Novice's game plan.
Yeah, in a game of blue versus blue, where really value and resource is king, being able to just shut off all this essentially 9 memory that Novice has spent from being useful at all has been such a good boon for Christian.
Exactly.
And you can see the nerves.
Yep.
The nerves from Novice there. I mean, hands shaking. He knows he's in a tough situation. $1,000 are online. I do not want to alarm anybody, but these guys are playing for quite a substantial amount of money.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, looking at the previous set, it's very respectable of all the players that, look so confident despite the stakes, right? But you have to understand, like, when every game you're playing is for $1,000, you can basically kind of calculate, you can look back at your match and calculate how much each play cost, literally, in terms of actual value in getting you to that 1,000 or getting you away from it too.
I feel like that might be more of a thing that will give me a heart attack rather than anything else. Right? I don't want to know how much this misplay cost me.
Yo, hold up! Forget about the money for a second. Double ice wall is what will buy him some time. But even with the double ice wall, what is the play afterwards? Ooh, hold on a second. This Koji could be something.
Double ice wall. Any swing off of a single Digimon here is going to drop Christian by 4 memory.
So, looking at this Koji, right? Surely he put it down for a reason. I'm assuming that he has the Magna Guru prepped, but this is going to be kind of scary because the Magna Guru is still going to cost 4, so he needs a way to actually get to the 4 in order to have the Magna Guru active. But if he does, that could just be lethal for Novice because then he gets to actually bounce with the Magna Guru and suddenly enable all these level 3s to attack again.
Yeah, if you're Christian though, you have to. The ice wall is such a big pain. But does he actually run any blockers in this deck? I'm trying to think of a way out of the situation, and blockers might be it, but I don't see any. Ugh.
No, I don't either. I don't see any in his list either. Basically the main blocker here is the Daipenmon, not just blocking the attacks, but quite literally disabling them. Okay.
Digivolve here with the Kendo for free. Thanks for the Pokemon's effect.
Very important. Look at that hand though. Like, Christian's hand is just basically the size of his deck right now.
Yeah, Christian does have a deck of a hand. So he's going to go to the Beowulf, though. Okay. It seems like this turn he wants to opt to spend all the memory on actually gaining boards. Not only board size, but also building up to potentially a Magna Gurumon.
Yeah, exactly. And this is, the game plan he needs to be going for, because the one cool piece of information is that if he can survive this turn without passing over 4 memory, that means that next turn he essentially has lethal because there are no more ice walls that could potentially come into play. Ooh, and this is a Spice the Lobomon. That's what we like to see. Theoretically, this might be something. Oh, Beowulf does have the effect to bounce here, but also choosing to attack. Wait, but this is really crucial because you choose to attack and the double ice wall pushes 4 memory, which is exactly how much Novice wanted.
Ooh.
Oh, but he gains 1 back. He gains 1 back. He gains 1 back.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, gets taken out though.
No, jamming. So he should stick around.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh. This has been a back and forth kind of game.
Man.
It really feels like both players are getting so close, but so far from lethal here.
All right, looks like this Stravimon is going to get promoted off of Novice side. This one can attack.
All right, yeah, that's true. That is true. Not all level 3s. This one does have a Digivolution source, a Digivolution card under it. Oh, Novice is already planning out his plays. He's planning out his plays. He's telegraphing already. He's like, all right, this is the path to victory that he needs to follow.
Oh, he's thinking about it though. Hold on, which card do I need? Gotta check the sources here. So again, Koji's effect allows you to also just digivolve straight into the Magna Gurumon by playing 5 tamers or hybrids from your hand, putting him under his sources, and then paying, was it 4 memory costs? Is that right, Different Fight?
Yep, exactly. So this is I think he's currently going through those 5 in his hand as we speak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 Magna Garurumon that are going to go down under. And he just reveals the card that they're going to be evolving into. So this does cost 4.
Yeah, does he end his turn this way, though?
Well, let's find out. There should be a memory gain effect live. I don't think there is actually a memory gain effect live from underneath.
Yeah, pushes him to 1 and...
Oh, wait a second. Hold up. This works out. This works out because he gets to use the Koji. Because the Koji says when an effect adds a card to hand, you gain a memory. So now he's back on 0. The Daipenmon has been cleared, and the attacks are open. He barely manages to get it with the 3 memory that he had from the Tamer from the very start. The rookies are now swinging, and Novice barely making it out. Unless we see an Ice Wall in memory, this might just be game. Every secret check is important. There's an Ice Wall that shuts him out and ends his turn. 1 security remaining.
That's so
Novice.
painful. What were the chances?
He gets a taste of his own medicine, just like he did the previous turn. This is the swing. No Ice Walls there, and that's going to be the swing from game for Christian.
Such a good back and forth from both of those players. Dude, you have got to give respect to both those guys. Such a hard game to navigate. The Ice Walls everywhere on both sides. The Daipenmon out from Christian. But you know what, different fight. I don't want to talk too much about what these guys did. I'm gonna let them talk about it themselves. Let's hear from what Christian had to say about that last match.
The match was so stressful. It was a pretty long one. We're playing a very similar deck, so I think it was more so who kind of saw their pieces first. And luckily I was able to get a really big board out, and he had a couple turns in a row with Ice Walls that really delayed me from swinging for game. And the last turn he attempted to win the game. I ended up having an Ice Wall, fortunately, in my security, so it ended up going my way. The Ice Walls, definitely, it's such a powerful card. I think I played 2, so 1 for my hand and then also 1 in security during the game, and he played 3 of them. It's such a powerful card, and really it kind of puts people on a timer, because if you play that, you're delaying your opponent from winning next turn. It can really set you up for success the turns after. The deck is very fun to play. It's so fun to be able to play Digimon over Tamers and kind of surprise your opponent with how many attacks you have in a turn. I think Daipenmon was really important in this game. It delayed a couple turns of him being able to attack with level 3 Digimon, so I would say that's almost the MVP of the game, but it has to go to Ice Wall, just from how strong it is.
What a game, different fight. That was insane.
Man, you know, we've been talking about Blue Hybrid for quite a while now, right? There's so many cards that are so important and pivotal, but Daipenmon of all cards to be the MVP. I literally, like, I have it written down over here, Daipenmon MVP. It straight up won that match, in my opinion. I think it carried everything. You know, Koji and Magna Garurumon, of course, played a huge part in that matchup as well. You know, the synergy of being able to get back your memory like that and keep swinging and kind of like controlling the board and not, you know, passing over the memory to your opponent. But Daipenmon, oh my god.
Yeah, Daipenmon, while not, you know, the powerhouse that is Magna Garurumon, still an important card coming out of BT7, guys. And if you want to get your hands on and be able to run that Daipenmon like our man Christian did, do me a favor. We've got some good news for you. The cards from the latest booster that you just saw in action are currently available. Check out a store near you for details. Digimon Card Game's next adventure focuses on the characters of the Digimon Frontier anime. This set features multiple hybrid Digimon and Tamers with special effects. There are 2 box toppers for the set. The first is an alternate art Tamer card. The second is the box promotion pack Adventure, which features 1 of 6 SR option cards. Additionally, the lineup also includes 8 special campaign rares that feature Digimon and Tamers together. Don't miss this chance. Digimon Card Game Next Adventure is available right now.
And just like that, we have a challenger that took a dub in this set. So Novice drops his first game. He's now 2-1 I mean, he's still got some pretty good prize money coming in, but there are still 2 more games remaining. Can he claim the final 2 wins, or will the challengers continue to win and take it over Novice? It's going to be an exciting time here in the DG Showdown, so I hope to see you guys next time.